Good morning to you all, and congratulations on staying awake. If you were with us earlier, you already know that my studio guest is John Riggins, the former great running back for the Washington Redskins. We'll be talking more with John after our highlights of the Bengals-Raiders game. But before we go to Los Angeles, this is what we already know. In the NFC Championship game, the San Francisco 49ers, after their 21-10 victory over the Redskins, will play host to the New York Giants, who were victorious over the Bears earlier today. The Bills, who defeated the Miami Dolphins 44-34 on Saturday, will remain in Buffalo to play the winner of the game you're about to see in the AFC Championship match next week. So without further ado, let's go to Los Angeles. Cincinnati took the lead early in the second quarter when Jimmy Breach made this 27-yard field goal. We pick up the action at the start of the Raiders' next drive. Our match commentators are Bill Walsh and Dick Enberg.
From the 20, Schrader to Bowe. Breaks into the clear for a moment and picks up 9, and that had some of the crowd starting to raise out of the seats.
Kevin Walker had a tackle to make all by himself. If he doesn't make this tackle, nobody's going to. And you'll see Bowe coming with the right guard and right tackle pulling. Right makes a beautiful block there, but you see the clean, sharp tackle by Kevin Walker that really saves another one of those 70 or 80-yard plays.
9 yards for Jackson, 2nd and 1. Bowe again. Breaking freely to the 37, 38, 9 more. Walker again, the tackler.
Well, this is the pattern we'll probably see all day because the safety men and linebackers for the Bengals are going to have to make the stops. In this particular case, you're going to see Bowe break to the outside and the tackle being made back here all the way through from the back side of it. But the problem is you see people blocked. You see that big hole coming, and it takes the backside man to finally stop it. And you'd hate to think of a linebacker away from the play having to make the stop.
25 yards on 4 carries for Jackson. Ball at the 38. Bowe again. 50. And chopped down at the Cincy 45 by Barney Bussey.
What can you say? Now, this is where the Raiders can start taking people apart. Watch this man's block as he comes through the line. Smith comes right through, cuts his man down. Again, it's Walker with all the action. But of all the people, Steve Smith, the fullback, you see both make these plays. And Marcus, Steve Smith's one of the people on the team everyone admires and follows because his consistent performances have sprung these ball carriers.
The Royal Raider, Kansas City Royals, LA Raiders, Bo Jackson in his first professional playoff game. Now it's Marcus. All kinds of room to run. And Allen, the former Heisman winner here at Southern Cal, to the 25. So Bowe goes 18, Bill, and now Allen answers with a 19-yard run.
Well, it indicates very obviously that the blocking is there for either guy. Some beautiful blocking. Steve Wright, Max Montoya do great jobs. Ethan Horton comes up the field and makes a stop. And, of course, Steve Smith again springs his ball carrier. Now, when you've got 2 premier running backs, everybody is just inspired to block for him. That's what you're seeing.
Allen stays in, first down at the Cincinnati 25. Lots of time. Caught at the 14-yard line by Mervin Fernandez.
A great sequence for the Raiders if they can get into the end zone. Beautiful block runs. Now here's Fernandez. He's going to cross all the way to the other side of the field. And Billups isn't quite able to stay with him. Meanwhile, there's been a play fake that's held the linebacker. So beautifully executed. Now, this is the Raider team we expected to see. And now they're, I think, in sync, in gear, and ready to go.
8.5 minutes remaining, second quarter. Cincinnati's lead 3-0 in jeopardy. First down, Schrader. So Galt almost intercepted. Well played by Eric Thomas, number 22. It was not expected to even see duty this year after he had a serious knee injury playing basketball in the past offseason.
Thomas is in beautiful position inside. Now you'll see him reach right through for the ball. Beautifully done. He just cut Gall off from getting underneath him. Now watch this. Is he fired up? He knows that every one of those plays, Dick, is an accomplishment, let alone a winning game. But just to stop Galt in a situation like that.
7th play of this drive that started back at the Raider 20. 2nd down and 10. Schrader changing his play. And the toss to Marcus. Reversing and somehow managing to gain a yard out of a play that should have lost about 5. Leon White, 51, finally tracked him down.
The entire defense was predicated on the run. They're just taking chances. Dick LeBeau, the defensive coordinator, called a defense to stop the run, figuring they just thrown, they're going to come back with the run, and he did. Can you believe how miraculous Marcus is? He made 3 big linemen miss him to get back to the line of scrimmage. But the Bengals are gambling, either pass or run, and they're trying to just play the game from the standpoint of strategy. They're playing for a pass right here.
Tim Brown, the motion man. Schrader guns to Fernandez. Touchdown. A 13-yard strike, as Fernandez, using that big body, 6'3" and 200, shields the defender, Carl Carter, for the score.
Again, he's going to try to get inside a defender and cross just over the goal line. Now, the pass itself was a critical one because Schrader really fired that ball in there.
Jager adds the extra point, an 80-yard drive and 8 well-executed plays.
Schrader has got excellent protection. Watch him really fire that ball inside for the big play. Beautiful.
And it's 7-3 Los Angeles.
Welcome back. On the Raiders' first drive of the second half, Bo Jackson injured his hip and had to leave the game. On their second possession, Jeff Jager increased their lead to 7 with this 49-yard field goal. We join the game on the Bengals' following drive. They have a 1st and 10 at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
2 minutes to go in the 3rd. It's Woods again. And this is the Icky Woods of 1988 that's running today in the Coliseum as he gets big yardage to the 37. Eddie Anderson with a tackle. As you know, Elbert Icky Woods with that sensational rookie year, over 1,000 yards. And then in the second game of 1989, ripped up his knee, and that's why only 94 yards. And then this year, coming back after sitting out the basically first half of the year and producing 6 touchdowns, and perhaps finally really back after 2 years to his outstanding rookie season.
What can tend to happen when you are out and injured and unable to play is you gain weight. Icky weighs about 245 right now, and he should weigh about 230. So he doesn't have near the stamina or quickness he should have.
2nd down and 2 with Eric Ball, the tailback. And it's Ball trying to get outside and does. Mike Harden gets him at the 30-yard line. Another 1st down for the Bengals, who are staying on the ground and rushing it well. They've moved downfield now in long field goal range. But Boomer looking for a possible score that could tie it up. 10-3 Raiders, final minute, 3rd quarter.
You know, Sam Wyche has been identified in a sense, or personalized as an impetuous, zany, creative, mad professor kind of a guy that is highly excitable and emotional. Some of those things are true, but one thing he's demonstrating now is just the damn toughness it takes to stand in there and play these guys head-to-head with your running game.
Play action, Boomer down the middle to Eddie Brown. And Brown has a 1st down at the 15-yard line before he's pushed back by Anderson and Terry McDaniel. 16 yards.
They fake the run, which they've been dominating with. You see Boomer fake the run, then come part way out because he had contained man and throw a beautiful ball inside to Brown. So they're just setting it up with that basic running game, then a play pass off of it.
End of the third quarter, that 16-yard play, 10-3 rate. The winner will travel to Buffalo for the AFC Championship next year. This is the continuation of an impressive Bengal drive. 8 plays, they've gone 55 yards to a first down at the 16 of Los Angeles, using 7 rushes, and that last play was a pass to Brown.
It's so tough as you get in here because the safeties now can come up and make tackles. They don't have to cover a field.
It's Ickey Woods breaking tackles down to the 11-yard line. Picked up 5 against a team toughest in the league to score a rushing touchdown against the Raiders.
Again, a negative block by Paul Jeton, number 68, the right guard. Now you'll see him block down this way, and then the ball break back behind it. And that's the kind of thing they've been getting away with. The Raider linebackers start one way, and then they break it in behind it, over and over and over.
2nd and 5. And again, it's Woods with the room to run, and he has a first down at the 5. So the Bengals continue to drive the ball on the ground. Alex Gordon acquired this year from the Jets in a trade for cornerback Dennis Price, number 55, made the tackle. It's 1st and goal.
Ken Moyer does a great job of trapping on this play. Now you'll see him pulling right here and make a big play inside out. A great job. I think that's Robinson that he blocks. What I'm so impressed with is the Bengals are moving the ball inside the 20, running with it, and that is really tough at this point on the field because those safety men don't have to play pass.
Dave Adolph, the defensive coordinator of the Raiders. His team has allowed only 4 rushing touchdowns all year, best in the NFL. Eric Ball can't get outside, and he loses 2. Terry McDaniel made the play.
Now, I know the Raiders have the Bengals have a play pass that Sam's worked on at this point in the field, so we can almost assume that this would be the down for the play pass, 2nd down.
James Brooks and Eric Ball are in the backfield now. Who would throw the pass?
Oh, it'll be Boomer.
Just gets off the play. Give to Brooks. Hit in the backfield for another loss. Tom Benson. Third and goal. They've lost just 1 yard. They give progress to the 8-yard line.
Well, now it's the receivers, the receiving group, and Boomer to throw the ball.
Boy, was that a great open field tackle by Benson, who was one of the many Plan Bs acquired by the Raiders the last 2 years. He played at New England, originally drafted by Atlanta. Third and goal, 8-yard line. Touchdown underneath. It goes to Stanford Jennings. His first call of the game. Jennings, who silently has been on the sidelines, comes in on 3rd down and works his way open. It was Boomer's initial move to buy time, and Jennings with a score and a chance to tie it on this upcoming extra point.
Boomer came outside. He used his quickness and agility to get outside of Townsend, because he rarely goes to his right. Now he throws back inside, and I'm not sure who the ball was really thrown to there. I'd have to hope that it was Jennings, but behind him, I didn't get the number, was Eddie Brown, who was wide open, and you could see that developing, but Jennings got between Brown and the ball.
And now Breach, under the watchful eye of White, gets it through. Let's go back to the move by Boomer Esiason to elude the rush of Townsend, 93.
Townsend is going to play for Boomer to go to his left, being left-handed. Howie Long looks like he jumped 2 feet in the air, but Boomer just timed it just long enough to move outside of Townsend. Beautifully done.
It's tied at 10 with less than 12 minutes to go. Marcus Allen gets around the corner and picks up 12. Bussey made the tackle.
The same name. Steve Smith makes the big block on the outside that Marcus sprung off of. And Smith found a way to just control his man, then turn him at the last second. Marcus knows just where to go with that ball. His instincts in that area are so beautiful. Normally he cuts back. That time he sensed it and broke out where Bo usually runs.
81 yards for Marcus. 14 carries. Bo Jackson apparently through for the day with a hip injury on a long 34-yard run. On first down, Schrader over the middle. Fernandez can't quite pull it in. 2nd and 10 now as Schrader drifts back and hit with a blitz, and down he goes for the 3rd time. Carl Zander came through cleanly on the blitz.
Zander waited before he blitzed. He sat there for a second and let the pass protection develop before he started in. Now you'll see him right here, and he's going to wait before he goes. He'll sit there. Now here he comes, and there isn't going to be anybody there to block him. So it was a timed blitz against the forward pass.
Zander from Tennessee. Good protection. And a great catch by Tim Brown. First down at the 48-yard line. Eight at 20, got 26.
Beautiful throw by Schrader. Brown's going to come down and get on the outside of Thomas, then break back in with a lot of hand fighting. But look at the throw. The throw had to be just right, because it had it been short, Thomas would have been going the other way with the ball.
Magnificent picture, isn't it? This historic Coliseum filled with 90,000 fans. First down, and Marcus Allen drives into Bengal territory and carrying 2 men with him. Bussey and Walker is to the 45-yard line. David Fulcher, they were working on the back of his right leg. There it is. Do not know how serious. Steve Smith with the call. Close to a first down at the 32 of Cincinnati. Tim Crumry traversing to make the tackle, number 69. He, of course, the man who fractured his leg in the Super Bowl.
With Bo out, they're going to alternate, I'm sure, Smith and, of course, Marcus Allen. But Smith is excellent late in a game because he still has that strength, and he can still break the tackles inside.
Did you ever use a back that averaged 12.5 yards plus again per carry?
12.5 a game.
It is a first down. 10-10 the score. 9 minutes to go. 4th quarter. Lots of time for Schrader, going for Horton. Horton has it. Touchdown. What a great story it is. Ethan Horton given up after a failure as a running back and a #1 pick in Kansas City, but one of the many Raider projects, converted to tight end, much as Todd Christensen, a running back, was converted to tight end, and his big moment now has given the Raiders the lead on a 41-yard play. Here's Jagers trying for point, and it is 17-10 Los Angeles.
A beautiful throw and a beautiful pass pattern. Horton's going to break into the flat and then circle up the field. And it's a beautiful throw right over the top and a great catch. Now that's the kind of thing that you rarely see done in the NFL, is a tight end getting deep down the sideline and the ball actually getting there accurately. Beautifully done, and Schrader's got to take a lot of pride in that one.
Schrader to Horton, 41 yards and the lead.
That turned out to be the decisive score, as Cincinnati couldn't move the ball on their next drive. The Raiders then moved downfield and iced the cake with this 25-yard field goal. So Los Angeles earn a trip to Buffalo with this 20-10 victory over the Bengals. John, you said that you were a little bit surprised that this game was as close as it was. Why is that?
Well, I kind of thought going into the game that Cincinnati would probably fall behind early, and the Raiders playing at home, that they would, increase their lead and more or less run them out of the Coliseum. But that didn't happen. They hung right in there and gave them a pretty good ball game. But the Raiders is a team to keep your eye on.
Earlier in the year, the Bills actually beat the Raiders 38-24 up in Buffalo. Who do you favor next week up in Buffalo?
I'm going with the Raiders. I think that they've got a lot of momentum. I think they have the talent on their team. They're young. They've got some great running backs. Schrader, who used to play with the Redskins, I know a little bit about. I think he's starting to kind of get in the groove. But they definitely have their work cut out for them. I mean, I don't think that the odds makers are going to be telling you what I'm telling you. I think they're going to be favoring the Buffalo Bills. But I just have this feeling, and it's more a premonition than anything. I think that how things work out, I think the Raiders are going to be in Tampa. They were in there the last time the game was in Tampa, and maybe that's the reason. Logically, I don't think that I'm doing this the right way.
That's just because the Raiders beat you last time. You say they're good. And the one reason I might disagree with you is because of the weather up there. But now let's get to the NFC. 49ers playing the Giants. They played each other also early in the year. 49ers won that game. Can the 49ers get there 3 times in a row?
Yeah, they can. Once again, I think the odds makers will probably favor the 49ers. The reason mainly for that is the fact you've got an old, experienced quarterback in Joe Montana who will be leading his team against a very inexperienced player, who's Jeff Hostetler with the New York Giants. Hostetler's been in the league, I believe, 7 years, but he's hardly ever got a chance to play, and this is his first playoff experience, and it could be difficult for him to, to get his team motivated. But what I saw today, I really like this guy. He can run, which he gives another dimension to the Giants that they didn't have, and the defense of the Giants is probably the best defense in the league, and statistically, I believe that bears that statement out. They were the best team in the league, and I think that the Giants' defense can stop the 49er offense.
All right, so make it official. Who's going to the Super Bowl? And more importantly, who's going to win?
All right, I see the Raiders, and I see the Giants.
Well, I'll agree with the Giants only because I want them to beat the 49ers, but I've got to believe that the Bills are going, and I'm going to say that the AFC is going to win it this year. John Riggins, thanks very much for joining me, and good luck with that Hall of Fame nomination. I hope you get inducted.
Well, thank you, Mick. My pleasure being here.
Well, I hope that your team has made it to the Final Four. If not, some consolation should be that next week, starting at 8:45, we'll have live coverage of the entire game between the 49ers and Giants, and highlights from the Bills-Raiders game. The winner of those games will, of course, meet in Tampa Bay on January the 27th for Super Bowl 25. And for the 9th year running, we'll have live coverage of the NFL's showpiece game. So some great football to look forward to in the next couple of weeks. First, though, it's Red 42, next Friday and Saturday. So until then, from John Riggins and myself, good night.